What's going on, everyone? My name is Rabbit Squirrel, and welcome to my Clash at the Castle match predictions and the first video of my Squirrel Talks channel, where we talk about a bunch of different things. But right now, I feel like we should talk about Clash at the Castle. It's been advertised, and basically, right now, I want to just predict the matches before they're given to me, because that's kind of what I was planning to do on the channel, my main channel. But I figured that maybe it would be better on this channel, where I'm actually talking to you guys and not just playing a video game. And originally my first video was going to be a bunch of different things, obviously, but I ultimately settled for this, which is a talk about Clash at the Castle match predictions. But out of all of the matches that I have, I'm really just shooting and hoping that I hit something, because they're pretty out there, and I'm just going off of what I know off of the recent episode of Raw, since the WWE draft is still going on. But there's one match that I'm 100% sure is going to be on the card, and it is the first match that we're going to talk about here. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, the first match we are talking about is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Yes, this is taken from WWE 2K24, or where I made the matches myself. This is going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the thing is, it's kind of controversial for me because I think that Damian Priest is going to drop the title at Clash at the Castle against Drew McIntyre, because of the fact that he's having all this drama within Judgment Day about how he can last on his own and he doesn't really need the Judgment Day. I think what's going to happen, especially based off of Raw, is that at some point in the match, the Judgment Day is going to come out, try and attack Drew McIntyre, but hit Damian Priest, which will allow Drew McIntyre to, of course, hit the Claymore, and then 1, 2, 3 matches done. Now, I also feel like Drew McIntyre is going to win this match, mostly based off of the fact that right now he is in a heated feud against CM Punk, which a lot of people want to see a match for the world title, because with the world title on the line, it makes a whole lot more sense why CM Punk would be gunning for Drew, and obviously Drew wants to take out CM Punk, so he'll accept the challenge, and which is basically it for this match. But I'm pretty sure that Drew McIntyre is going to win in Scotland, get his moment in front of the crowd, hold on to the title at least until he faces CM Punk. So I think that's going to be a really long time. Anyway, next up, and equally, this is where I'm just shooting for the moon right now, because I feel like this feud between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, it cannot just end at Backlash, and he does not, as of the making of this video, Backlash is this Saturday, and he does not have a match scheduled. So this is what I'm going with for Clash at the Castle. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. They are all on the same brand, and it is going to be for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, you might be wondering, oh, why is Big Bronson Reed in this match? He is nothing. He's not involved with the Chad Gable and Sami Zayn feud. But the thing is, he kind of is, because he's just being a in the sense that he's just being a superstar right now, and being the one that's gunning for the championship, and I kind of like that. And on this most recent episode of Raw, he actually took out both Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. So I would really like it if maybe at this pay-per-view we got a triple threat match between the two, because I feel like it would progress. Because I feel like Sami Zayn doesn't really need the title to tell the story of Chad Gable and him. And it doesn't need the title to also forgive that fact. And Bronson Reed, I feel like, should also win this match because he has been working his butt off in feud after feud. I remember I just got into wrestling last year, and my first episode that I ever watched of anything wrestling was the Raw after WrestleMania 39. I didn't watch WrestleMania 39 because I didn't know the build up, and I'm like one of those guys that gotta know the build up for it, and I wasn't gonna watch a year's worth of stuff just to get to that point. But Bronson Reed, from what I know, has been involved in small feuds, but he did not get his opportunity in the Elimination Chamber at Perth. So I feel like that's what is sort of driving this. And especially, and Chad Gable, I feel like maybe could win this. And then it's just a story about Sami Zayn trying to put him back up there here on the same level that he is at right now. But I feel like ultimately, if this match were to happen, I feel like it should be Bronson Reed coming out on top. Or Sami Zayn can retain, which I feel like it would be okay if he retained. I'd be okay with it because I understand like he's telling a whole story and everything. But that would be this match prediction done, and on to the next match. And oh boy! Now, first of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that originally I thought this match would be planned for Backlash France, but it wasn't. So I am putting it here because again, originally this was supposed to be a Backlash France match prediction. So Carlito versus Dragon Lee. Carlito, obviously, as we all know, was revealed to be a heel over on SmackDown last week. And they both just got drafted to Raw, but I feel like this story needs to be told more. So I feel like at Clash at the Castle, when they have their match, I feel like that won't be the only time they meet. I feel like they can meet maybe in round 1 of King of the Ring. It can be like a Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes thing, where Carlito in this case is the legend that attacked Dragon Lee. He basically the newcomer because he wanted a spot at WrestleMania, and he feels like he got his spotlight taken from him. So I feel like for the first match on like Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes, Dragon Lee is going to lose to Carlito, and that will begin to fuel the fire a bit of this feud of Dragon Lee with LWO, of course, behind him versus Carlito. It would also be a different storytelling point for the LWO because now it feels like everyone's betraying them, and they don't know who to trust. Especially Rey Mysterio, who, by the way, I'm going to make a video on him, and I feel, and I'm going to say this now, it's going to be about how I feel like he should turn heel at the end of this. But my match prediction is, of course, going to be Carlito coming out on top, and then him having 2 more matches, maybe ending at Bash in Berlin or SummerSlam. But anyway, next match. Bayley versus Nia Jax. Now, I'm only doing this because I feel like, especially since Nia Jax had her match with Rhea Ripley, she was a genuine threat to Rhea Ripley's title run. So I feel like now that she's on SmackDown, she's obviously gunning for the Women's Championship. We saw her attack Bayley unprovoked. She just wants the gold around her waist. So I feel like whoever wins at Backlash, whether it be Tiffany Stratton, whether it be Naomi, whether it be Bayley, I feel like that person should go up against Nia Jax because that's the true powerhouse right now that WWE and Triple H are letting us see. here in Nia Jackson. I feel like this run with her, even though I didn't see her previous run, I've heard that this run is a lot better, and I like that it's a lot better, and I like the character of Nia Jackson being this unstoppable force within WWE. So, in the end, I feel like Bayley should win this if this is an actual match, because I feel like even though she's going to come out on top at Backlash, I feel like it would still be too soon for her to lose her title to Nia Jax. But my prediction is, of course, Bayley, with maybe some interference with Naomi and Tiffany Stratton, since those two who seem to hate each other's guts, and we always get a match between the two. But anyway, this is the last match that I'm predicting for Clash at the Castle. Now, the only reason why I'm predicting this match in particular is because at some point, the Awesome Truth will have to defend against the Final Testament, or the AOP. I don't know what they're going as now as a tag team, but that would be Akira and Rezar versus R-Truth and The Miz for the World Tag Team Championships, because as they just got on Raw, and we've already seen how much destruction they can cause on SmackDown. To my knowledge, they have yet to be pinned in a normal match. So I know they lost their match at WrestleMania, but I don't think it was actually them that got pinned. I gotta go see the match again. But I feel like if this were to happen, maybe R-Truth and The Miz lose it, or maybe there's outside interference to help Awesome Truth win this, because I feel like Triple H is going to do the long-term booking where they really make the championships prestigious and feel prestigious, and they already feel the World Tag Team Championships are really underrated. I feel like with Awesome Truth right now and the whole new design thing. But you can also replace this match with, well, if they were still on SmackDown, you could replace it with A-Town Down Under, obviously losing. I feel like A-Town Down Under, though, is going to have the shortest title reign, because this Friday on SmackDown they're supposed to defend against the Street Profits, and I think that they're gonna retain that. Even though I really want Street Profits to win, it's probably going to be an outside interference. But here's my, and I'm going to make a separate video talking about all of that. But I feel like this is a good safe option to go with. So yeah, let's see if I don't have anything else. I did have Jade Cargill versus Asuka on here too, but I feel like the WWE is not letting her compete in singles, so I put Bianca as her manager in case anything happened with Damage Control, because they're obviously feuding with them. But I just don't know right now. I want to wait until Friday Night SmackDown to see what angle they take with that, and of course after Backlash, and we'll see how right I was at the end of this. But anyway, that was all for today's video. If you liked, be sure to like. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe and turn on notifications, because I will be making these sorts of videos daily. I'll be talking about some random stuff, some non-random stuff, some WWE stuff. My Backlash predictions are coming up, so be on the watch for that. And with that, I'm gonna have to say, everyone have a good day, and bye.